Good morning. Thank you so much for being here today. If you're new here, I'm Melissa, and we are filming the 7th month update on Monstera Bulbasaur from Tissue Culture. So for those of you that haven't been following along, I've been sharing the entire process of growing this plant. So December 9th is when I actually deflasked it and I filmed that entire process. And then I did an update at 30 day, 60 day, 90 day, and then I think from 90 we did 150, which was the last update. So 150 day was at 5 months. And so now we're at day, I actually don't know the day, we're switching to months. So we're at month 7. And so after this, we'll do a month 9, which will be 2 more months from today, and then we'll do the year mark. It's crazy to think that we're at 7 months already. I just can't get over that. This process has been so fun for me, so I might have to do another TC grow out process with you guys. Let me know what I should do that you would be interested in watching the journey of, and I may just get that plant and grow it out and share because I love doing these types of videos. We are actually repotting Monstera Bulbasaur today. It'll be the second repot that I've done in this entire 7 months. But before I give you an update and do that process, I want to take you back. I think I popped on May 20th to give you like a more in-depth update. That was a couple weeks from the last update. The last update that we did at day 150, 5 months, it had started to unfurl a new leaf, but that update came before that leaf like fully unfurled. So I give you a look at that leaf, but then I kind of share what I did with the plant to help it grow like another direction because it was like flipped around the wrong way, and I didn't even realize that until a couple of you mentioned it and pointed it out. So let's jump back into time, May 20th, and I'll share the update, and then we'll come back on after that and I'll show you what it's looking like today, and we'll do the upsize. Hey guys, I am popping on for the first Bulbasaur update since the last one. It's been about 2 weeks. It is Wednesday, May 20th, and I feel like it's a good time to give you an update because the new leaf from the last update has unfurled. I'm also training it to move its leaves the opposite way because a couple of you guys told me that it was growing backwards, like the leaves were facing the wrong way. And then after I looked at it and looked at the back of the plant, I'm like, I actually never noticed that before. I did not notice the plant was growing the wrong way. I think what happened is when I moved it initially out of my cabinet, it was growing straight up like the leaves. Whichever way I first put it in the window, the leaves gradually like rotated to the light, and I guess I had it the wrong way. I should have flipped it the other way around. And so now I'm retraining the leaves to grow back to the front again, and so the back of the plant where the root is will be the actual back of the plant. But let me go ahead and grab him. It's getting so big. Are you ready to see the new leaf? It's not as variegated, but it's more fenestrated. It almost looks fake. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those fake plants at like Target or somewhere where you go up to them because they look fake. I kind of feel like this plant has that look to it in a way. Like the leaf, it looks like it's a fake plant, but it's not. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. It looks like one of those craft fake plants. But yeah, new leaf in the middle. She is beautiful. Big leaf. Again, I feel like roughly the same size. Maybe well, it's not fully hardened off yet. Like it's still soft. But yeah, it's probably, well, maybe a tiny bit smaller, roughly the same size. And then this was the first leaf with the 3 splits. Well, it gave me 3 fenestrations for the first like big leaf jump compared to that leaf. And so this one has 5 fenestrations, which is very beautiful. The variegation is still pretty. I also didn't know, one of you mentioned too that some batches are more prone to reversion, and I didn't know that. So hopefully mine stays variegated. Like my stem here looks pretty variegated, so I feel like it should hopefully produce more color, crossing my fingers. I love the way that that stem is too. Do you see that? Look how pretty that is. It looks like a crisscross pattern. It's so pretty. So yeah, new leaf is beautiful. And so as you can see, it's facing this way now. They were more this way, and so I flipped it around completely. I did like a complete 180. And now the leaves are growing from this way. You can kind of see how this is turned a little bit. Do you see that weird turn that it's doing? Because it was like this. It was sitting in front of the window like this, and now since I moved it, the leaves are now facing the light this way. And so now this is the back of the plant. So the leaves will hopefully face the right way now. It is getting pretty dry. I've been watering once a week still. It's still somewhat moist in some areas. Pretty good root system still growing in. Don't plan on upsizing or anything. And then the aerial root that I said that was going to grow down into the substrate, it's like working its way out a little bit more. But I'm glad that it's now turning the right way, like that. I really don't think I need to add any kind of support yet. Maybe eventually I might just like add a stake or something in there just so that it doesn't wobble, but I really don't think it needs one yet. I'm wondering when I should upsize it. I feel like the pot is kind of small for the plant already. I mean, it has a ton of roots, but I don't feel like it needs an upsize just yet. I'm gonna give it maybe another 2-3 weeks and see how it's doing, since we're technically not in June yet. I think the next update will be about 6 more weeks from now, so we still have a lot of growing time left. So I'll see how the root system is doing. Maybe at the 6 more week mark, if I feel like it needs an upsize, then we could upsize it. Maybe like a taller pot just to help support it. But I don't think it needs it yet, quite yet. But yeah, the new leaf is very pretty. And I'm excited for this guy to grow more. And yeah, these 2 leaves are holding on still, even though I did underwater it. I've been watering my plant room in here, sometimes Friday night, sometimes Saturday. And I think what happened is I watered my plant room early one week, like on a Thursday, because I couldn't water it on Saturday. And I waited until the following Saturday to water. So it had gone like 2 days past when I normally water. And the leaves were very droopy. Like it was definitely thirsty. So I can't go that long without watering again. But I didn't cause like any more yellowing. This one's a little bit discolored, like this one's probably on its way out soon. But I'm just gonna leave it for now. And I'm excited for the next leaf. So yeah, it's 2 weeks since, you know, this guy started pushing out, so it's not quite hardened off yet. So I'm gonna give it like another, I think in 3 weeks. I'll hopefully get another leaf. I'm gonna guess 3 weeks, and I won't be back on until there's like new activity, because there's nothing really to update on at this point. So yeah, we'll see. 3 more weeks is what I'm placing my bet on. From May 20th today, I'll have a new growth spike. So we'll see if I'm correct. That would be sometime around the 2nd week in June, maybe like June 11th, something like that. But yeah, that is the update on Bulbasaur, and I will see you when we have some new activity. See, I almost guessed it right. It was June 16th. So I guess it was closer to 4 weeks. Not quite, 3.5 weeks, I would say, when the new leaf started to come out. So from June 16th to July 5th, we have the new leaf fully unfurled. It's not quite hardened yet, but I have another new leaf, which is exciting. So I've had 2 leaves now in 2 months. So yeah, that would be roughly a leaf a month, every 3-4 weeks or so, which I feel like is still pretty good for a Monstera. So this is what we are looking like today. Look at that new leaf. Look at all the fenestrations. So the leaf that you just saw was this one here. It has fully hardened off. Beautiful dark leaf. It has 5 splits. Yeah, 5 splits and variegation on, I would say, about half of the leaf. And then this is the new one. You can see it's lighter in color. It's still soft. I love that variegation like in this corner. It has some down here too, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 splits. That is a beautiful leaf. Size-wise, I do feel like it's a little bit bigger. It's still growing and hardening, but we do need an upsize. I think after this upsize, the next leaf might jump up in size. I do feel like the variegation is pretty good on mine. It hasn't shown me that it's reverting or anything like that, so I'm excited. Like I said, we are upsizing it today. It is officially dry, the soil. I was supposed to water it yesterday, but I didn't because I knew I wanted to film this video. So the leaves are getting a little bit curled. Usually this leaf is my sign when it starts to like droop like that. I'm like, oh, I'm a little bit late on watering. But it still has the other original leaves, the baby leaves. I'm surprised this little baby leaf is still holding on. I should probably just pull these 2 leaves off. That way it can not have these anymore, but like I want to leave them on until they officially go. It still has that leaf, that leaf, that one. And that was the first jump up in leaf size. It's still crazy to me that it went from this to this. Like that's insane to me. And then again, the leaf that was unfurling from the last video and the newest one. I feel like my stem still looks pretty variegated. It is starting to grow up a little bit more, so I think I'll add some support today. And then, like I said, it is drying out. I would say it's drying out every, like officially, like every 6 days. Because sometimes when I go to water again the following week, the leaf starts to curl, so I'm waiting a little bit too long. It's definitely grown in a ton more roots. I had mentioned the aerial roots were getting ready to grow down into the substrate, and you can see they're starting to like kind of curl around. I feel like because it's drying out so quickly that I want to go ahead and give it an upsize today. This is a 4-inch, so I'm going to go ahead and make the jump to a 5-inch. That does look pretty big, but it is the next size up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I may not fill it up all the way, but I'm going to go ahead and transition it to this one. And do you see how it's actually facing the right way? So from the last update, it was working on moving its leaves around. So that's the back of the plant. And then all the leaves are facing the front. I still have it here at the window. But look how big she is, 7 months from tissue culture. That's crazy. I love the dark green. I love this Monstera. So I have my potting mix here and everything. So I'll go ahead and kind of turn this down so you can see me upsize real quick, and we'll get this video wrapped up. I don't really have a ceramic that fits these pots that well, but this is wide enough to fit this. So it'll have a little bit of a lip, but that's okay. So that again is the pot size we're moving up to. And then I have my chunky like aeroid mix here. I'm going to use this, and then I have 2 types of supports. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to use. This is my normal support that I use. It's a cocoa core pole. It just kind of attaches onto it. I've had roots like really cling on to this. It's more just for support. Like this type of pole isn't a moss pole. It doesn't, you don't wet this or anything. It's just providing support. I use these all the time now. And then I also found this cute trellis in my closet. I got this so long ago, I think from some kind of small business. I have no idea, but I thought it was cute because it has monsteras. I used this for a plant a long time ago. I have no idea. There's no name on it, so I don't know who it's from, but I thought that would be kind of cute. I don't know what I should use. I'll have to see which one's going to look cute. I'm worried this might be too flimsy, but it is really cute though. I kind of want to use the Monstera one because I feel like this is a little thick, because this really doesn't need a ton of support yet. I might use the trellis. I'm going to pot it up with the trellis, and then if I don't like it, I'll switch it to the cocoa core pole. I need this table to be a little bit bigger. Okay. Let's undo this root ball here. Oh, she's snug. It wouldn't be a Melissa repotting video without a mess, because that's just what I do. You know, I get stuff everywhere. That's okay, we'll get it after. The root system. Let's see. I feel like I want to break this up a little bit. just to kind of loosen this. Yeah, it's definitely thick in the center. Oh my gosh. All right, I loosened a little bit just so that it wasn't like a big ball. And then I'll put some more mix down here. I'm making such a mess, oh my goodness. Okay, I like that. And then this trellis, I think I can fit back here just to support. I just don't want that new leaf to get stuck when it comes out, but I think that'll be good. Does that look good? I really like the trellis, it's cute, but I'm worried I can always switch it out, like it's not a big deal if I don't like it. I just feel like I don't want the big cocoa core pull yet. Okay, I'm gonna use this for now. And let's fill up. I think because this guy is already used to an aeroid mix, I'm not going to switch it to semi-hydro, although I would really love to grow it in semi-hydro. I think what I might do eventually is do a top cutting as it grows more and root that top cutting and then do that one in semi-hydro. I think this plant would do really well in semi-hydro for me. I love growing my monsteras in pon. So I'll have to see here as it grows. Maybe after the year mark, I'll see what it's looking like. I may, if there's like a good enough root system and growth, because I feel like the spacing is so tight on this plant, like the internode spacing, so it'd be hard to like get in here and do a cutting. And I feel like the next aerial root that comes in is probably going to grow down into the mix as well. Oh, that just flew somewhere. Okay, let's water. The utter amount of dirt that I am stepping on the floor down below me. Look how cute. So that is the new pot. We gave it a drink. It's pretty chunky. It should not have to need watered for a good bit. And then, yeah, I just added this as a cute little touch, but I will eventually switch it out. So what I was doing, I was trying to figure out how to attach it, is I have a little metal greening pin type thing. I clipped the edge of it off so it wouldn't be pokey, but I just have it wrapped around the petiole. It's not the petiole where the new leaf is going to come out of, it's just that one, just to give a little support so that it's not like wobbly. It's pretty secure to it. And then I feel like the next aerial root that comes out will still like grow down. It may attach onto this, we'll see. And then its little leaves there. This one might yellow. I feel like it's getting ready to. It's been holding on for a while. One of the original baby leaves. That looks really cute, right? So cute. I still can't believe he's 7 months old already. Like, that's insane to me. We have a 7-month-old Monstera. So yeah, that's how it's gonna look for now. If I decide I don't like this and want to change it, I'll probably just switch it to a cocoa core pull, but I'll let you know, I guess, for the next update at 9 months. But yeah, I'll pop on once we have some new activity. I imagine since it's been 3 weeks, I'm gonna say July 27th, 29. I'm gonna say July 29, I will have a new leaf spike. So we'll see if I'm right. So yeah, that is the update. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or thoughts, or like I said, if you have a plant that I should do next, because I'm going to miss doing this at the year mark. We only have 2 updates left. I'm going to want to do another one. So let me know what I should do next. Hi. Yeah. Meow. 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 Go sit in the chair. I got cat hair on me, I think. What? I gotta talk now. Yeah. What? I gotta talk. I gotta talk to the camera now. What? Good morning. Loon! I gotta talk. Yes. Okay, I put her in the window. Maybe she'll stop meowing at me. Okay, where was I? I got cat hair on me again. Okay. So for those of you, I'm tongue twisted again today. This is what it's like for me filming. This is why a 20-minute video turns into an hour. I need a drink. My mouth is dry already. Coffee. Although coffee is just going to dehydrate me. Oh, is there another cat coming in?